how much time would you think is sufficient for a candidate, if they have this realization in third year that they want to do an MCH, or in second year, how much time does it actually take to prepare for the exam? And
So if
you did your undergraduation from AIMS Jodhpur. Did
no
the teaching?
undergraduate from Trishul
I'm
sir
sorry.
and
Yes.
yeah, and PG from AIMS Jodhpur.
I'm sorry. So post graduation from AIMS Jodhpur, and did the training there also help you in your exam?
Sure, sir. So it is like when we take ENT and go to some place. For me, it was like what I knew about ENT was the basic surgeries, tympanoplasty, tonsils, FES, and all. What I knew from my UG college. So I went to AIMS Jodhpur with that expectation only. But when I entered there, it was a different thing. So it was more of head and neck. It is not just head and neck cancers. It was lot varieties of cases like carotid body tumors, lateral skull base, all kind of surgeries used to happen. So I had more exposure to head and neck than the basic surgeries. So that's how I got interest in head and neck.
Right. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Rohan Khandelwal, your Marrow SS General Surgery faculty, and I have the great pleasure of introducing Dr. Sameema to all of you. She secured rank 1 in the recently concluded NEET SS exam in the head and neck surgery portion. Congratulations, Dr. Sameema. All of
Thank you.
us are very proud of you. Heartiest
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, Dr. Sameema, please tell us more about it. It was a new pattern, and you are from the ENT background, and this is the first time they had allowed ENT and general surgery candidates. Both were vying for a spot for the head and neck portion. So, how was the preparation like? How was it different? And what were the challenges coming from an ENT background?
Uh, so for it is as far as MCH head and neck surgery is concerned, it is like both ENTV. It is not just a head and neck cancer or head and neck malignancy only. It is head and neck surgery. So it includes everything in the head and neck. Like, it includes basic ENT. It includes skull base surgeries, all the other benign tumors also. So it is not like you have to prepare only the head and neck cancer part. Uh, people think that okay, it is head and neck surgery, so most probably it will be MCH head and neck oncology type, but it's not oncology. It is basically head and neck surgery. So your preparation should go on like you should start with your basic. Your basic in ENT should be strong, along with other head and neck parts like thyroid, parotid, larynx, everything. So, first, your basic ENT should be strong, starting from the anatomy, embryology. They can ask anything. This time, it was the 150 questions were from basic ENT and head and neck. There were not even a single question from general surgery. That was not expected. Like last year, there were a lot of questions from general surgery, surgical onco, CA breast. So
Okay.
we had to, like, the plan was like okay, we have to read general surgery also, uh, including other surgical oncology part also. But before the exam there was a confusion whether to read general surgery. If I read general surgery, will it be at the cost of losing time for ENT?
Right.
So that was a great confusion just before the exam. But it was like we should not take a risk. So I read both general surgery and head and neck.
Mhm.
Uh, I was also like preparing if I don't get through NEET, then the next plan is NESS. So for NESS, anyway, they will ask general surgery. That is for sure. General surgery and surgical oncology topics will be there.
Right.
So,
Right. So, I mean, there was confusion. So, you had prepared your general surgery, but
yeah,
in the
yes.
exam, you weren't asked general surgery. It was
No,
only head and neck.
nothing was asked.
Right. Perfect. And the head and neck portion, like you said, thyroid, parotid, parathyroid needs to be strong. So,
Yeah.
what is the source that you prepared those from? And what are the books which you would recommend any future candidate preparing for head and neck surgery? What are the resources they should use?
So the basic books in head and neck surgery is the Scott Brown, Cummings, and Stellenmarer. So you
Mhm.
should be thorough with all these three books. And also Bailey, what I have read is Bailey General Surgery part and Bailey Head and Neck part. Not read
Right.
other books from general surgery because I didn't get any time for that. So
Sure.
Bailey, what I have prepared is from general surgery and Bailey Head and Neck part.
So the
So we
thyroid,
have
parotid, and the salivary glands, all these portions which are asked, are they very different from what is given in Bailey, or are they more detailed, or Bailey
no
and
no it
Sebastian for these
No,
portions would be similar
it
questions?
was not a advanced level questions like trial or something. It was not like that. It was basic, whatever is given in our basic textbook. It was directly from the sentences from your basic books. So
Okay,
it was an ENT group exam. So I would say like it was more of from Scott Brown ENT books. They asked
fair.
mainly from ENT and head and neck books.
Mhm.
Yeah. And for these topics, I have also read John Sir's class in Marrow. Uh,
Mhm.
I couldn't read all surgical oncology, so I just read selected topics from that.
So, Dr. Sameema, how much time would you think is sufficient for a candidate, if they have this realization in third year that they want to do an MCH, or in second year, how much time does it actually take to prepare for the exam? And
So if
you did your undergraduation from AIMS Jodhpur. Did
no
the teaching?
undergraduate from Trishul
I'm
sir
sorry.
and Gan
Yes.
yeah, and PG from AIMS Jodhpur.
I'm sorry. So post graduation from AIMS Jodhpur, and did the training there also help you in your exam?
Sure, sure, sir. So it is like when we take ENT and go to some place. For me, it was like what I knew about ENT was the basic surgeries, tympanoplasty, tonsils, FES, and all. What I knew from my UG college. So I went to AIMS Jodhpur with that expectation only. But when I entered there, it was a different thing. So it was more of head and neck. It is not just head and neck cancers. It was lot varieties of cases like carotid body tumors, lateral skull base, all kind of surgeries used to happen. So I had more exposure to head and neck than the basic surgeries. So that's how I got interested in head and neck.
Right. And how much time would you tell a junior that they need to prepare for the head and neck exam?
No, if they develop the interest from the second year or third year, it does quite good time. But the intense
Right.
preparation, it's not like you need very long time. Even in like 2 months, you can prepare and do the exams. If
Perfect.
you have an intense preparation, and 2 months is enough for ENT and head and neck. It depends upon what kind of exam. Like if there is more general surgery and all, we need more time to read because we have already forgotten everything about general surgery. So it's like
Right.
we have to start from this beginning itself.
So you would say that anyone preparing for NEET SS, they might just ask ENT next year, but INA SS, there would definitely be general surgery
INESS, they
in the
will
head and neck
definitely
portion.
ask general surgery. Yes, that is for sure.
Right. Perfect. And another thing which undergraduates keep on asking me a lot is that ENT is becoming a saturated branch. So this, of course, gives you another dimension where you can practice as a head and neck surgeon. So that's another dimension after ENT which students can explore as well.
Yes, sir. ENT is saturated. Like it's like a competitive world now. So if you have to survive in this world, you need something extra.
Right.
So that is like they are giving more fellowships, MCH option. MCH option is in NEET. It is only in head and neck, but in ESS they are giving for plastic surgery. So there are more options for ENT people to go for.
Right.
It's not like you can stop it by MSENT. There are a lot to learn.
So, Dr. Sameema, thank you for sharing your tips. One final thing, you were from the ENT background, but still you did the general surgery videos. How long did it take you to solve the general surgery or watch the general surgery videos? This, I mean, would be a very good. Why I want that timeline is because it will be good for any ENT or general surgery candidate to know that even somebody from
Yes.
the ENT background can finish it in this duration, so they can also do it then.
Yes, sir. So it's like whenever you prepare for an exam or competitive exam, there should be a timetable and you should have a plan. Like within this days, I have to finish this many topics. So it was like I used to keep like either 7 days or 8 days for general surgery, and I have to finish those videos. I means it's not only about finishing videos, and also you have to practice the MCQ. That is the most important thing. Watching videos or reading books, it is like you may miss out something. Like you'll be listening to it, but you won't be knowing, okay, when the question comes, how you should answer it. So the main thing is practicing MCQs. So practice MCQ and then go retrograde and watch the videos and read the explanations. Uh,
So when did
so
you start preparing in final year of your ENT?
No, sir. Like after my PG, I was working here in
Okay,
Apollo, Bangalore. So
right.
from there, I've taken I resigned and prepared for last 2 months.
Okay. So the preparation, the intense preparation was just for 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
Perfect. Perfect. So great result. I think so all the entire Marrow team wishes you all the best for your future. All of us are
Thank
extremely
you,
proud of you. And thank you for
thank you,
taking out time and talking to us.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.